Hold it. Joe Piscopo. You have a very poetic name. Sounds like New York or New Jersey. No, you shouldn't have changed it.
3, 2.
Saturday Night Live lights up Saturday evenings on NBC as usual, and one of the reasons why it is such a good show is the guest that I'm talking to in New York today, Joe Piscopo. Joe, it's a pleasure to see you.
Pleasure to see you, Dad. How you doing?
Golly, you're that
Thank you.
fast-talking, quick-thinking sportscaster and whatever on the show. That is a wild show.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun doing it.
Yeah.
Does it look like we're having fun?
Yes,
We
it does.
really
It looks like you really shouldn't get paid for it. You're just there.
Wait a minute. Don't put that on. Because they won't pay us. if they get
One
the check.
person's opinion. No, it looks like you're really having a ball.
We do.
I wanted to ask you about that sports person that you are. Did you have a role model for that, or just off the top of your head? How in the heck did you ever get into it? It's so unique.
Dot, I've always been a sports fan. Love sports. I really
Have
do.
to be for that role.
Really,
Yeah.
and I would tune into sportscasters around the country, and I would watch guys like, I was just chatting with him before, Len Berman, who will be doing NFL 82,
Yes.
and Len, who did the New York sports here for a while. Guys, names that wouldn't mean much, like Warner Wolf, Marv Albert, who was also on NBC. And around the country, when I would do personal appearances, before the show, I'd always try to catch the local news, right?
Yeah.
And I'd see these guys, and I said, geez, it'd be fun to do one of those, because I wanted to do sports, but to make it funny was very difficult.
It's kind of a composite of a lot of people, in other words.
Exactly, and so I just did that. But you know what's nice about the sports character? I can comment on what is happening. I could say things that a regular sportscaster can't say. And get away with it.
You certainly can. Boy, do you talk fast.
And I will this year, too. We got some real nice ones this year.
Well, I think it's marvelous to have fun at what you do. That certainly is 90% of everything in life as you go along, isn't it?
I think so.
Day after day or whatever.
I
Let me ask you this. You are from New Jersey, I understand, but you received your degree in broadcasting management in Jacksonville, Florida, which is our part of the country.
Sure.
Around the Gulf Coast there.
Absolutely.
How did that come about?
I couldn't get in anywhere else, Dot. And,
Is that right?
No, I'm only kidding.
I doubt that seriously.
I wanted to go to Florida,
Yeah.
and I went to Jones College. They had a wonderful, Jones College was the name of it, had a wonderful radio facility. And I used to broadcast on a 100,000-watt FM station. This was my first job in radio at Jones
really?
College. I went up to Valdosta, Georgia, and Daytona, Florida, and I would play beautiful music.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful music. So every 15 minutes, I would say, "You have just heard Manavani, and raindrops are falling on your head."
Oh.
And I did that for 6 hours a night.
I can just hear it now. I certainly can.
You're sorry you missed it, Don, aren't you?
Yes, I'm
I can
sorry
tell.
I missed that. I really am. You know what intrigues me, and I'm sure it does most of the public, is I don't like to use the word competitiveness, but it has to be so in a repertory company that is so full of talent and such lively talent as yours.
Yeah.
It must be wild on that set, really.
It's a great point. There is, and I say this as, I really am honest when I say this, that there's no competition on the current Saturday Night Live.
No.
I can't believe I'm so lucky to be a part of that. And because I work with guys like Eddie Murphy, my pal Eddie. He's the greatest, and he's doing so well, and everybody's supporting him and behind him. And it gets tense when it comes up to showtime, and you want your piece on the air, and for some reason or not, it's not on the air, and it gets tense. But as far as competition, it's really not that. I realize how lucky I am working in that.
It comes across that way. It really does.
Great.
And then, of course, other networks have copied, but this was the original idea, Saturday Night Live on NBC, actually, and have certainly not measured up in any way, I'd like to add, in my opinion, anyway.
Thank you. Well, the man who originally put it on, Dick Ebersol, our producer.
Your producer.
Well, he actually put the original Saturday Night Live.
I was going to ask you about his involvement. I know he's just come in as producer, per se, but he was involved in what aspect before?
He hired Lorne Michaels. Lorne Michaels was a legendary producer of the original Saturday Night Live. And Dick was an executive at NBC. And so now he's the executive producer of our show. And so it's nice because he has the taste, he knows what's, he's familiar with the original, the flavor of the Saturday Night Live.
Crazy show.
It's going to be great. It's going to be better this year.
Any changes you want to talk about?
No,
or
we have a couple new cast members, which 3 great new people that I'm sure you'll be hearing about. And it's nice because we're that much more removed from the original Saturday Night Live. We're into our identity of our own.
I do know, exactly.
Right?
I went through several phases that you just soon forget about, really.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it certainly has come out batting 1,000 this time, and I hope it
Sports
continues.
talk. I like that. Batting 1,000. That makes sense
Yeah,
to me.
that's just for you. It sure is. Sure. Thank you very much, and keep talking fast and keep being
Thank
funny. We'll keep watching Saturday Night Live on NBC.